And we are live for episode 2 of Hangtough Crypto Inc. What's up, everybody?
Let's go.
So this is the second episode. We are back by popular demand because I'll tell you what, the reaction that we had to our first video was really cool, and it was completely off the cuff. It's just three clowns just talking, learning about the world from the legend himself, Bird over there. He's the admin you see on the screen. But if you don't know, real quick, the three of us are friends, been friends since high school. If you're listening to the show on the podcast and any one of your podcast apps, we're going to make this as close to watching it as possible. We'll explain what we're doing because obviously you don't see the screens that we're doing right now. But why don't we go through quick intros again here, real brief. Let's start with you, Bird. Go ahead.
Hi, I'm Bird. We're all friends from high school. This show is gonna document our crypto journey as these two guys are kind of newer to the space, but they both have kind of killer competitive advantages themselves. Goldy's a killer gamer, one of the best in the world at Mario and a lot of different games, and then Dirk is got really good instincts, really quick learner, and so it's the journey with Goldy is gonna kind of be documenting the journey of a crypto gamer, and then with Dirk it's going to be kind of the journey of like a new entrant, a newbie into crypto, but like we're going to use him to accelerate the learning curve for a lot of people, hopefully. So that's going to kind of be the point, the theme of the show.
That was really well said. I put you on the spot. You freaking nailed that, man.
It's all downhill from here.
Yeah, turn it off. That's it.
I went and watched the first show, and it was really good. Like we all bought a Monster Party NFT together. And it was like it all worked out. Somehow we all got it. And
it all didn't work out.
Later.
And then we pulled it together somehow.
Yeah, so that was really cool first show. So let's keep doing these. I think we're going to try to do them on like a weekly clip. And then my whole life is crypto. So this will help organize it. And I'll just kind of bring some things to the show every week. And we all going to learn and grow together and make a lot of money because this industry just prints money forever.
And the show too is going to evolve as well. What we're going to be doing. Post edit is we're going to put the links of everything that we're talking about into the show notes, so you can explore these websites and these wallets and everything that we're talking about on your own. But Bird, you freaking nailed that intro. But Dirk, I mean, what do you got to say after that intro wise, man? That was good.
Well, I'm happy to be the guinea pig. That's what I'll say. I'll feather into it that way. And I'm definitely excited to learn everything that Bird knows, besides all the stuff that I taught him, and see where we can go from there. No, it's going to be exciting. I think that we need to address the current state of things. Bitcoin being below 60 is kind of big news for the month, and I don't know why this sell-off is happening. So what do you think about that, Bird?
Completely unfazed. Like for me, Ethereum's 30 cents and Bitcoin's like $200. So it doesn't even matter. Like I want the market to go lower so we can have more opportunity.
It's a bargain party, right? That's the way I see it too. But is there any macroeconomic force that you're aware of that would be causing this kind of dip? I mean, it's across the board. I mean, we're seeing some of these whack jobs like Cumstar are up there, but every major L1 and L2 is down.
Now the way that I have understood it from listening to Bird talk too is to me it kind of is as Bitcoin goes, so does the rest of the market. Generally speaking, obviously you're going to have these counter fluctuations or what have you, but is that right, Bird? I mean, is that typically if Bitcoin's going to be down, typically across the board things are going to be down, or how do you typically?
Yeah, the cycles they become pretty predictable. Where Bitcoin's the move. So when Bitcoin moved here from 10 to 40K, that's a 4x. And so then what happens after that is the rising tide lifts all boats, and then the value spills over into the low cap alts. It spills over into different sectors, and then these sectors have their waves. Like DeFi, decentralized finance, is a sector. NFTs is an emerging kind of asset class sector now. And so you have Bitcoin make its peak, and then the Bitcoin whales kind of pull the plug on that. They deploy money elsewhere. All the other games start pumping. The dumb money chases the top of that. Then they pull their money back into Bitcoin, and it's just a perpetual cycle of the whales, the rich getting richer. So our whole journey is to just learn how the rich big whales move and learn to move like them.
But it's kind of like the fluctuations are going kind of in an amplified kind of direction, right? I mean, it's like, I wouldn't ever expect Bitcoin to go back down to like 4,000 or something like that. You know what I mean? When it pumps and it goes down, I mean, you're looking at the graph right now, and there's a big spike, the big spike of 2017 that really kind of put everything on the map, right? And then, when it dipped, a lot of people were pulling out and thought that was it, and then you look at,
Yeah. So the story of Bitcoin never ends. Like I was watching some Michael Saylor videos this week, and he's just a really interesting guy. And like the story of Bitcoin just never ends. Like more and more people come in, but there is going to be like healthy kind of like consolidation phases where it's going to have to consolidate. The new people that come in are going to lose their money. Because anyone that's here from these last years is up huge. So no one, so they're just sitting on like pretty big gains. And then like looking at the last 3 months here, like we keep. This was this was over the summer where you're kind of testing these highs, and then it just kind of capitulates. And so right now we're double testing these highs. It's probably going to go test it again, and then it might just capitulate and kind of just consolidate. But the story doesn't end. And the story is, let me show a chart. It's called the stock to flow model.
Well, I was going to say, just based on that graph that you're showing too, if you look at the section that says BTC price statistics, 24-hour low, 24-hour high, I mean, that's a difference of almost $8,000. And I think that's what a lot of the traditional financial analysts, they say the volatility of the market is something that, they defer people from, investing in. But I think you have to take into account.
That's why you got to hang tough, baby.
Hang tough, baby. Why do you think we're named that? Let's go.
Yeah, so this is the big hang tough week, and like it's funny, like kind of measuring my emotions against Dirk's emotions, and then learning how to master your emotions, learning how to master fear and greed is the way to win, because it's very easy to buy in when the emotion's high and the price is high, and then you sell when the emotions you do the opposite of what most people do, the opposite of what they should do, where people that are coming in, chasing Bitcoin now, buying Bitcoin at 60K, 70K for the 65K for the first time in their life, like thinking they're going to get to 100K by the end of the year, and then the bottom falls out, and then they sell, and then they panic, and then they buy back in higher. Like, so yeah, learning how to master these emotions is key here. This is a famous kind of model. This guy did this Twitter guy called Plan B did this stock to flow model that's just been surprisingly accurate. So he basically just took the price of Bitcoin, like all the way back when it was a little baby, and he just measured the new supply of coins coming into the system, and then just modeled out basically like exponentially what Bitcoin's going to do.
Now, Bird, for those just listening right now, can you explain a little bit, kind of visually explain to them, kind of what we're looking at here?
So yeah, this is called the stock to flow model, and it's someone's model of the price of Bitcoin based on like the supply constraints in the market. And so in the beginning, 50 new Bitcoins would come in every block, every 10 minutes. 50 new Bitcoins would come into the system, and then that get every couple of years that gets reduced by half to now where we're at. I think it's like 12.5.
And this will be in the show notes for you too. So after the show, if you're interested in taking a look at this, you can click the link in the comments there, and you'll be able to check it out. Yeah.
So right now, the 6.25 new Bitcoins come in per block. And so on an average day, there's 144 blocks are mined. So when Dirk was moving money, he's got to wait for one block, like 1 10-minute Bitcoin confirmation until it shows up on the blockchain. And so it's a diminishing like new supply. And based on that supply constraint, like the price is going to go up because there's just more demand. The story grows. Like the backdrop of the macro is like they're just printing money to infinity. And so you've got like really big guys in CNBC, like Bitcoin is becoming an asset class and crypto in general that's like taking on and like really disrupting like the world that we used to know in like the traditional finance models. But just look at this chart and how accurate it is. Like sometimes it blows off a little too high, and then it kind of consolidates, and then it blows off a little too high. But it's just, and so this is why like Bitcoin you should really never sell Bitcoin, because it's just going to keep, the story is just going to keep going up forever.
And two points I wanted to make real quick here. One, to be clear to those listening, we, especially me, but all of us, are not financial advisors. So we're not giving financial advice. We're not giving financial advice. All we're talking about is we're having a public discussion about our personal finances and how we're approaching the marketplace. Trade at your own risk. Do whatever you want to do. But yeah, that's so just to be clear and put that out in the open there. But B, I think, Bird, you mentioned it in the last show, and I'd love for you to kind of go over the high level overview of this again. But when you talked about, Bitcoin is compared to like the gold standard, in comparison to the supply in the world, I think that's a really interesting point. You made it last night while you were over here too. Again, could you kind of just give that real quick?
What do you mean, Bitcoin?
You were talking about how you think the supply of Bitcoin is going to overtake the supply of gold. Like basically in 6 years' time.
Yeah. So so market cap is like a theoretical valuation, and like based on the current price of an asset times all the number of assets that exist in the world. And the approximate market cap of gold is about $10 trillion. So there's about $10 trillion of gold above the ground, and then about 1 to 2%, like predictably, like it gets extracted every year, so that doesn't hurt the supply too much. So that's a good benchmark. And if you add up all the crypto in the world, right now you got like a $2.6 billion market cap. So it's about 20. So all the crypto in the world is worth about a quarter of all the gold in the world. But that's gonna catch. We're gonna catch gold, and then we're gonna 10x gold. And so like the market cap of all crypto in the world, I'm looking at 10 trillion as kind of like the benchmark for this bubble, and then it's probably going to consolidate into 2022, 2023, and then if you get another leg up like back, in a couple of years where the stock to flow model has got Bitcoin pegged at like $1 million per Bitcoin, well then you're going to 10x and you're going to go you're going to go up another leg and you're going to have like $100 trillion market cap. And it's pretty wild stuff. Like there's no, and especially set back against the macro of they're just printing money like to infinity, and they're just spending a lot of money. So like money's gonna like lose its value, and the Bitcoin is kind of like it's an arbitrage. It's like an inflation arbitrage. It's kind of like
it's also like building its natural financial infrastructure behind the scenes as the fiat currencies are driving themselves into irrelevance. So like the two worlds are kind of coming up and coming down, and it's going to cross over, and it probably will be around that point where it takes over the gold market cap. I mean, the gold point is more of just like a good way to understand the weight and the size of cryptocurrencies. I don't think it has anything directly related with gold, but it just like it will be valued at a theoretical total. That's
like back here when I found Bitcoin, and like at the end of 2013, like you could ignore it and laugh at it, and like it kind of was silly, but now it can't be ignored anymore. And
yeah, but so like as all these things, what my point, like I guess to go back to what I was saying is like, with all these new things, these DEX tools, these different on-chain apps, and all this stuff that makes it a lot more user-friendly and just like gives cryptocurrency a lot more utility, those are like necessary infrastructure developments that take time, obviously, so competitors can emerge as the market leaders, and like the best of the best could get kind of chosen. And as all that stuff takes time, and it's kind of like happening in a similar clip as we watch our own printing presses at the US just completely blow their doors off, and you see these cracks in the traditional financial system starting to show their color. So I think it's something to make us feel better about if the world were to collapse. We kind of have this in place, and all a credit to all of the birds of the world that have been all about this and have given it all this steam. And now with the metaverse and the NFTs coming together and kind of bringing this even bigger, it's not going to be a hard changeover, I don't think.
Well, Dirk, I think
we're obviously going to be pioneers and have our stake in the gold early, but if the world shifts or needs it out of necessity to this alternate financial system that's already kind of had a good stretch of 10, 20 years now to get its teeth in and get itself established, it won't be a surprise.
Well, Dirk, I think you hit on a perfect point, and I think it's a great transition here because I see your other tab open here, Bird, but you mentioned the utility, and that's where like Bird, you said back in 2013, yeah, you started to get into it, and it could be laughed at, but none of this existed. There weren't like the ease of use, and the widespread use of it, and there really wasn't much utility for it back in the day. So it was easy to say, oh, what do you're putting your U.S. dollars into fake money? Like, where's that go? And like the concept was just so foreign, back then. But now when you say utility, and this is where, to be 100% honest, I mean, I have so much going on in my life in terms of like my athletic endeavors, as a triathlete, and all the streaming stuff I do. It's just like to dedicate the amount of time required, and it may be because I'm dumb, but to dedicate the amount of time to really fully understand this universe, it just always seemed like an improbable mountain for me to try to climb. But then when you hit on that key phrase, utility, I mean, that's where, as a gamer, when I started to learn through Bird about what play to earn actually meant, that really started to get me excited, because now there's a reason for me to learn it, because I'm gaming all the time, but now I can apply that towards a lucrative or fruitful endeavor. And that was like really interesting to me. And that's why, Blanco's really checked a lot of boxes for me, because I didn't need some kind of crypto wallet. Not to say that you don't need it. If you have a crypto wallet, you can integrate that into the game and use your money that's on the blockchain, to purchase in-game and stuff like that. Or, a regular person like me just downloads the game on my PC, starts playing it, but it's all accounted for. And that's the NFT side of things, and that's where, you can really start to play to earn. I mean, it's exactly what it sounds like. And then, Bird, if you want to switch tabs here, I guess this would be a good time to start talking about Cake Monster, which is a project that you are incredibly excited about, and now, the three of us have stock in the game. So just going to throw this out here too. We got 10 minutes left on our free Zoom, but once it ends, we can bring it back up here. But yeah, so Bird, what do you think? You want to talk about Cake Monster and kind of get into some of that here?
Yeah. So Cake Monster is so we last week on the initial show is we bought the Cake Monster NFTs, and so we all got a couple, and so yeah, let's just kind of do a recap there, because they're actually trading now, and so they're
let's see that. I didn't know that they were trading. Where are they trading, and what are my little monsters worth? Can I get a price tag on them?
Yeah, so they're holding value. Like we actually made money. Like they're selling for like between 0.6 and like 1 BNB each. And so like
that's good. We basically paid like
half a BNB or less. Yeah. So we're like, I mean,
0.4, I think.
Yeah, it's holding value, and hopefully it's gonna like double once these actually have like utility. Goldy, do you want to check your because you fed your little Cake Monster NFT last night, and it's been earning all week.
Yeah, so let me I can pull that up here on my side. I should be able to. Let's see.
It's fun. I was out of town for a few days, and I came back, and I was like excited to check on my monsters and see how much money they earn. And a couple of them, like they're up to like 4K in monster, which is pretty good.
Yeah, I think you have to keep feeding it though to get these points, because it's gonna take a long time to get these PXP, to get the experience points, to then, I don't know, get it to the next phase and like have it running around like the Oasis little metaverse.
Now, and kind of like what we're talking about, for those who have no idea what we're talking about, Cake Monster, it's going to be a game, right? I mean, this is it's kind of the beginnings of the game. And last week, they did an NFT drop, and they gave priority to those who NFT mints. So basically, how you mint money. Well, they were minting, the monsters that are going to be playable characters in the game. So when we talk about them hatching and all this kind of stuff, go back and watch the show last week. It was a pretty cool experience for us to experience that together, and live on the show, Dirk transferred some BNB to my MetaMask wallet, and I'd never done that before. So it was cool to like do that live on the show. And
yeah, and I got MetaMask on the BSC chain, like the Binance Smart Chain, which was way easier than I thought. Like for some reason, I thought it was this big deal. And basically, as soon as I put my recovery phrase in there, it like automatically recognized that I had all this stuff on BNB or on BSC. So it just like let me click a button and it showed up.
So real quick for those watching, I'm gonna have to cover us up really quick on the. Actually, you know what? Oh crap! Hold on. Darn it. All right. So I'm gonna show you my Steam or my monster really quick, just so you know what I'm looking at here. But this monster on the left, number 4010, that's my guy. This headphones on, his little Tron-looking jacket here, and Bird. Since we did it yesterday, it's earned 299.35 monster.
Okay.
We can't see that.
Yeah, it's we got to figure out how to share our screens better here.
All right, but you can see the
But
folks at home.
The
can
folks
see
at home are seeing it. Yep. So,
right.
yeah, that's actually. What if we do this?
So it's like $5. So that paid to feed him. So he feeding himself.
Sounds like me. No one laughed at that. Why isn't this popping up here?
Jenny feeds you.
Jenny does feed me. Me and the dogs. All right, so we're gonna go back.
So are we back on my screen?
Give me 1 second here. Let me just get out of this. All right, we want the podcast guest.
I got some pancake swap probs that we can discuss. I tried to buy some more BNB or swap some of my tether for BNB so I could feed and claim my monster rewards.
All right,
And
we're back.
Failed.
So, Dirk, what were you saying? What are we gonna talk about now? Sorry.
My other shit failed. This transaction to buy BNB, probably because I didn't have the slippage up. But now I've got all these like pending things showing up in MetaMask, like pending claims that are sitting there like not going through my claims for my rewards. And I think it's because I don't have enough BNB to like pay for them. But these are like kind of stuck in limbo. Do I have to do something, or can I just wait?
Yeah, you have to clear. You have to be careful because you have to clear those transactions or like pay the fee to speed them up.
Okay, but I can't pay because I don't have BNB.
Yeah, so you can like be like frozen out of your own account unless you get more BNB. So you gotta be very mindful of the fees and make sure you have enough native token to like keep using the account.
Yeah, I moved the tether to BNB, and before it cleared, I tried to claim, and then I got caught in this loop.
Okay.
So you got to send me some BNB, bro.
Yeah. Okay.
Get me out of jail here.
BNB jail. Yeah, I can send you some. I can send you like $1 of BNB to just email me your address, and I'll send you $1 of BNB.
All right, cool. Yeah, we don't have to do that now. All right, sweet. So you've got your monsters fed, and they're reaping the rewards. This is exciting stuff. What are we gonna buy? Let's get out. Like, I want to buy some Solana because Solana is the new Binance smart chain, right? It's gonna take over the world here. Everybody's on Solana because it's free. They don't get in these fee cycles. You don't have to worry about the fees.
Yeah, the fees are super low, like less than a fraction of a penny on Solana. Just one last thing on Cake Monster before I close it out. I listened to this conversation with the creator of Cake Monster, and this was such a cool, like, this is like the Super Bowl or the World Series all combined to one for me. Listening to this guy talk about like his like ideas behind the invention of this like hybrid monetary policy that's backed by like a reserve. Like, to me, it's an absolute game changer for crypto, and it's just going to be such an interesting story to follow. Cake Monster is actually the third iteration. It's the third project he did. He did 2 other projects on Ethereum that didn't have as much success because of the fees, but he kind of used it to refine his idea of like these coins backed by something. And,
right.
and it's just a really interesting conversation about how like
nice. Definitely link that one in the description.
Yeah.
This was like really cool and interesting talk. And so no one's done anything like this before either. And so our thesis is going to be to keep an eye out for like people that like take this to the next level and like do another coin that's like back.
Yeah, probably on Solana. You know, like if the the thing was the fees that stopped it from working on Ethereum.
Yeah.
You know, now it'll work even better if there's.
If we find someone that does something like this on Solana, yeah, it could be huge. And like the whole point of his conversation is like on like 100, on like 100-year time scale, like Bitcoin will just implode. Like it could be worth $50 per Bitcoin, but like eventually on a long enough time scale, the systems kind of just implode because the supply can like almost go to zero, but then there's really nothing backing it. And so there's just a lot of like inside baseball, and I just had a really fascinating conversation listening to that guy.
On a side note, oh crap, I go back. You can't. Never mind. I was gonna say on a side note, I loved on the suggested videos on your YouTube was our video from last week, and we're officially at 100 views, guys. So we're back.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah, it's at 100
Triple
even.
digits.
Yeah.
I've been telling everybody I'm a big YouTuber now.
Big YouTube guy.
Yeah, I started watching the Alex Becker. I had seen him a couple times before. You said you like him.
Guys,
'cause
I hate to interrupt here before you get rolling here. We've less than a minute. So,
All right, yeah, let's swap it.
yeah, so you guys, I'm going to end it and then stay tuned.
Cut the feed too, so that the folks don't get that in, because that interchange was kind of in the first video.
We'll be back. We'll be back, everybody. Stay tuned. See you on the other side. And we are back. That was smooth, wasn't it? A lot smoother than the first episode. All right, so we are back to what are we going to talk about here? We're going to buy some Solana. Is that where we're going, Dirk?
Yeah. Let's buy me some Solana. I need to get it from cash, so I think I can just do that, right? I need to get a Solana. Where do you buy Solana for cash? Like, what am I buying on Solana? Let's buy that one that you screenshotted to the group chat.
Okay, yeah. So there's like only two or three things that two things like that I had left to cover today. Kind of like one is the Solana thing. This new Solana coin I bought yesterday. So it was called Astrapad.
Give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right
Astrapad.
back. Keep going.
All right.
Yeah, so this is called Astrapad, and my friend just found it. He was digging he's does a lot of stuff on Solana, so he was digging like these low caps, like these low cap.
That's what we're after.
Yeah, that's where the opportunity is. Like,
That's where we
like
place the bets.
Yeah, like Astrapad. So I'm gonna need to see more out of them to bet more on it. But if it has any success, like it could go.
And it's on sale because everything's on sale today. So let's I'll throw 500 in there on the Astrapad.
Yeah, I think it's a worthwhile. I mean, it's kind of tight. It's gonna be like a launch pad, like exchange. It's gonna be it's gonna be a swap and a launch pad. So like it's kind of
that's what we're after. We want the pancake swap of Solana.
Yeah, and so like Slim was one I got in and then I got out and I missed it, but it went up so high. Solarium is like kind of like the premier launch pad on one of the premier launch pads on Solana, where the new projects can launch on their platform, raise money, launch their coin, like publish the coin to the world.
Yeah, that monkey ball is jumping off of Star Launch, which is a Solana launch pad.
Star Launch, yeah. This Cryo War I was looking at.
But I don't think it has a coin or anything that we can.
Sonar Watch until the whitelist. So this whole launchpad thing is a game that like really takes a lot of attention, because you got to get like whitelists and like there's like lotteries to see because there's so much demand for these new low cap coins. So yeah, the launchpad game is kind of the new game I want to start playing, because there's a lot of things that pumped, and like once something is like some of these games that we can look at and talk about, like they already went from like 5 million to like $100 million market cap, or like 50. They went from like 50 million to like $500 million market cap, and so
but Astropad's still hanging out in the gutter, so we still got a chance there.
Yeah, brand new there, and it's good to see something pop off with some excitement, and then it usually calms down. The team, when
Right.
you see this happen, it's like some retail excitement, and then the team kind of takes the money, and then hopefully
Right.
they use the money to to invest in the project, and then it'll just consolidate, and then you maybe want to see if they're successful and they start doing some good projects, like the way you would compare this to Slim is like
Even
just,
Oasis. Look at Oasis. That was a prime chart too, in terms of what you want to see. You want to see the initial excitement, and then have it
Yeah.
come down, and then have it be chilling. That's when you get in, and then
So like yeah, so
skyrockets.
Slim is like it's 250x like the market cap of like this new competitor. So,
Right.
so if your upside is 100x and your downside is like maybe you lose $500, like it's interesting. It's interesting, like to say the least.
Okay. So what do I need to buy, and what do I need to sign up for? Will I be able to sign up for this on this episode?
Probably not. I mean, I can tell you where to buy it. You need a Solana wallet, which Goldy got last night. Phantom. Get the words and then get your Solana address, and then
Okay.
and then you can buy Solana, on Hopit or anywhere really, or not anywhere. FTX. If you have a FTX.US account, that's a good.
I can't. Not in New York.
In New York, yeah. We can't do Binance US in Texas, but I think you can in New York. It's weird.
No, I can't do Binance either.
Oh yeah. So here,
Because
so like,
Binance has some good swaps. That's where you can take. That's how you can actually change your ERC20s to be P20s. Like I can. You can do that on Binance, but I can't. And
oh yeah, so Coinbase might be a good. Did you get Coinbase yet? So here, so like just in general, like if you're looking on CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko, like the ranking sites, if you go to this market tab, you can see where you can buy it.
right.
So,
Can you on Coinbase? I'm on it right now. On my
yeah,
phone.
you can. I think it's Coinbase Pro that you can buy Sol, and so you could take Sol and then Goldy, you would just send it to the wallet that you created yesterday, and then
So I can buy Solana on my Coinbase app.
yeah, that's a good. I think that might be the best. I think that might be the best way in.
So-
CoinList might be Dirk. I don't know. CoinList is kind of interesting. It's a new one. The guys are based in New York. I'm not sure if. I mean, you have to like put all your ID in and everything, but. And then Radium is the DEX. Radium is the pancake swap on Solana, and there's a couple ones that play nice with Radium. Crypto.com, I know those guys from way early in the day. And,
They got an arena now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I said that in the
cool.
group today.
Yeah, that's wild.
An
Yeah,
iconic
there's-
arena. I can't believe it's not going to be the Staples Center anymore. That's been the Staples
know,
Center
that's crazy.
forever.
I hope it's crypto.com forever. I hate when like New Era did like it was like 1 year they were the Ralph. It's just like what a waste. Like I hope it's like a 20-year thing.
So Bird,
It was
I'm
a
going to
big
buy.
deal. It was a big dollar amount deal. I don't know how many years.
So Bird, I'm going to buy $40 of Solana on my Coinbase app right now.
All right, yeah, let's do this live. Let's see how fast we can get it cooking.
So I just bought $40. The price of Solana right now on November 17th, 2021 at 401 is $218.41.
Nice.
So I'm going to buy now.
I wonder if it's gonna let you withdraw right away. That'd be dope if it does.
It would. It would be sweet if that was a legit.
So we're
option.
doing a little live action here. Live action test. Okay, so it was successful. So now I can send to another wallet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. See if it's available for withdrawal.
So I'm going to go to my MetaMask. Or no. What wallet do I want to send it to, Bird?
To the
Phantom.
Solana Phantom wallet that you created yesterday.
Okay, so for those listening at home, what's the website? Phantom.
Phantom.app, I think.
Phantom. It literally took me like 5 seconds, guys. So if you are, yes, phantom.app. And I put it as an extension in my Brave browser. So all I have to do is click on that right now, put in my password. So I'm in there. So now I want to,
How much is your Solana worth right now? And how much did you buy it for? What did they ding you?
So just 220.
$2.20.
Yeah, so it's 37. I have $37.79 of Solana right now.
That's pretty good.
On
That's
Coinbase.
not too bad. What's 220 divided by 40?
So I want to, okay, Bird, so I'm on Coinbase and I want to send it to my wallet. How do I?
5.5%. That's the same shit I was getting hit. But anyway.
So now I'm on Phantom Wallet on my browser. So how do I get that onto my Phantom Wallet? Bird's not paying attention. Jinx.
Oh,
All right. That's good for the channel.
Yeah,
Way to go.
good. Thanks, man. Hello.
Wait, so you just copy and paste the address and go.
Unbelievable.
I went to my email to because I have you sent me your address, so I was gonna kind of watch. I can put it in real time and show people. We can show people the blockchain when it comes.
So Dirk, I got an email that says my soul is now available to trade on Coinbase. I don't know if that does
No
that.
way.
Yeah, so that means that it's live, right?
Yeah, try to withdraw it. Try to send, and it's nice. Is there a fee to withdraw it?
When you say withdraw it, like just put it in my bank account again?
Send
No,
it.
send it to that new account ending in 81T that you just created the new Phantom account.
Yeah, so how do I? So I'm on the Coinbase app and I want to send the 3772.
You got to get your address.
Yeah, you just copy that address. It starts with AFQD and ends in K1T.
All right. I thought a QR code might come up. No, that I could scan it.
That comes up. Like here, if you look on the screen, this is the address you created, and so that's your QR.
Can I scan
Take
it?
a picture of that.
Yeah, let me scan that.
Yeah, just scan that with your Coinbase wallet, and it should go.
I just
And
did.
then-
So preview send, and Coinbase fee is nothing. The network fee is 0.000005 Solana. So the total I'm sending is 3769. So I'll send it.
Yeah.
Okay, two-step verification. So I got that in my text. It's auto-filled there. And it says successfully sent.
Beautiful. Wow.
Let's
so
see it on the
that
chain.
might be the answer. The Coinbase sounds a lot. The fees are a consideration in this industry, and so you always.
So his fee was 220 out of $40, which is 5.5%. But is that 220 static, or is it a 5.5%? Like
Yeah,
if it was
correct,
$1,000 trade, would it still been $2?
Probably not. I'd assume it was because 220 seems like an odd amount, right?
So then, if you're looking at the screen here, you can see it just showed up on the Block Explorer. So the Soul Scan, like we were looking at the Binance Block Explorer last night, and Goldy's like, "Oh, now it kind of makes sense." This was like the magic moment for me back in like 2013 when I heard someone say, "Like I don't trust it until I see it on the blockchain." Well, what does that mean? Oh, it means that you see it on the Block Explorer, and like that transaction, that movement of funds has been written to an immutable ledger, which is the blockchain.
So Soul Scan is a website, because I know that BSC Scan, that was another one. So
They're all called block explorers or chain explorers. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
and so you can see the block it was written to. You can see where it came from. You can click in and you can see the whole. Like you can see.
It takes a little bit to like figure out what all these weird things are, but you can kind of get a good gauge on it. You just have
Okay.
to continue to check it.
So I'm on
Yeah.
Soul Scan right now. So then so it's soulscan.io, right?
Yep.
And then do I take my Phantom wallet ID and put it in there?
You got it.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, and there it is. It's already showed up in here.
yeah, So Solana's like driving a Cadillac. It's like really nice and comfy, and there's low fees. So the fee here is like the 0.005. So this 0.005 times like one Sol is worth like 215 right now.
So I'm
So
looking
it's
at it right now. Yeah, that's super easy. Wow.
So that's a tenth of a penny. That's a tenth of a penny. Where on Ethereum, that's $20. On Binance Chain, it's like, 50 cents. But here, it's a tenth of a penny. And so this is why Solana is probably going to overtake Binance.
So Goldy, when you bought that on Coinbase, did that come out of like a cash amount that you had sitting there, or did it?
Well, I have my debit card linked up to my Coinbase account, so I just purchased $40 from my bank account.
And it
of
allowed you
Solana.
to send it right away, which
And it
is
allowed me
good.
to send it right away. And
Yeah,
with that
Gemini
low fee.
gives me 24-hour hold on debit card.
So
and
with
if
that,
you do the ACH, you don't get hit the $35 fee, but it still takes like 7 business days. Like it's like 2 weeks before you can transfer it.
so Solana's, pretty damn easy, huh?
Yeah, that's why we're gonna spend. I mean, we're Binance boys for now, but we're gonna spend a lot of time on Solana too.
So what I just did is I bought. So why did I do what I just did? I guess that's where the next. I guess
Now
this
you
might
got
be the last.
souls. Now you got souls that you can spend to get some Astro pads.
Yeah,
So buy $37 worth of Astro pads.
Okay, I'll do that. So okay. So where do I do that? On the Solana blockchain? Or where do I
Can
find
you do it on Phantom? Or is that just a wallet?
What do you? Oh yeah. So like we'll go to. So now you have like gas on this blockchain called Solana. Sol is the ticker symbol, and so you can use. You need to have a little bit of that so you don't get locked out of your account like D3 with BNB. But so we could trade like $20. You could trade. I would leave $5 in Sol always, just so you don't run out of. Just so you can do like a couple months worth of transactions without having to worry about it. But you could buy $20 like that Astra pad, pretty easy. We can show you how to do it. You could live stream it too. You just go to Radium. Radium is where it's like the pancake swap. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So radium.io, and then you just click connect. So you connect your wallet to like the new Web3.
Does Phantom have an extension, a Chrome extension like MetaMask?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying. I did that in my Brave browser.
Sweet.
So radium.io and then
Phantom.app and it's slick. This is what it looks like. It's the
Nice.
best. It's really nice.
So what are the folks seeing? Are they seeing bird screen or Goldy screen?
they're seeing bird screen.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think that might be a good spot to end it today. I think it was a quick hitter today.
Well, you gotta buy it. You gotta buy it. Let's show them.
Yeah, well, I had
Okay.
a couple more things too, and I had one more thing that I need to show, and then Dirk, we got to get into some of his stuff.
Okay.
Could we do another 10 minutes?
10 minutes. Yeah, let's do 10 minutes because I got another show to do and I got to set up for that.
All right. Okay.
I got some power lifters coming on the show today.
Wow.
Sweet.
We're doing some heavy lifting of our own here.
Here we go. That gets a laugh. So where are we going now? What are we doing?
So make a little swap.
Yeah, you gotta go to
test it out, and then it'll show on the block.
So at Radium, so I go to radium.io.
Yep.
And I'm swapping for what?
You're gonna swap souls.
Well, you can do whatever
$40
you
in
want.
Sol.
You can do whatever you want. I
spelled
bought some
radium
of
wrong.
Astra last night because it's a real low cap.
I spelled radium wrong. I was like, this website looks very confusing. Okay, here we are. So I want to launch the app, right? Once I get to the website.
Yep.
And I want to swap from Solana to, Dirk, what were we doing?
Astro.
Astra.
Astra.
I don't
So-
see it on this swap here.
To solve that, you can copy this address and paste it you paste this into the field.
You do it. Go to Radium and do it for the.
My wallet's not gonna hook. My wallet's not gonna hook up.
Do you need it to be hooked up?
Yeah, because...
Just show it, yeah.
Okay, so... I don't know. What's another one?
Well,
No. Copy that address. Do it.
So what... So the address of my... my Soul Scan? Or not
No,
Soul
go to
Scan, I'm sorry.
CoinMarketCap and type in Astra,
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
and then
CoinMarketCap.
on CoinMarketCap, there's like an address for the
So type in Astra
contract.
in CoinMarketCap in the search.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Astrapad. There we go. Right?
And then you see the contracts. It's got a little address there, like Solana address. Copy that, and then you should be able to in Radium add a when you go select coin, just paste that address in there.
So when I go to select,
You can totally do it without your wallet connected.
oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah.
Just
I got
to
it.
show people.
I got it.
Yeah.
I got it.
You got it?
So I want to connect a wallet, and is Phantom? How do I connect my wallet now? It's asking me to. Oh, Phantom at the top there. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Let's see what we're doing here.
It's funny that they all look the same, these swaps.
Yeah.
So I want to do my no. I'll do half. How's that sound?
Yeah, that sounds
cool.
good.
So and that's nice for those not watching right now. Is you can just click half, and it will autofill it. So it's 0.087012099 Sol is going to get me 58.3015908828 Astra.
There you go. And when it 100x's, you'll be fucking
So
millionaire.
it says due to limits on Solana transaction sizes, this step is required to create. Okay, so I have to set up. I don't know what that is. I have to approve. Okay. And then I want to swap. And then a little, so in the Phantom wallet, no one can see my screen, but what it does is it keeps asking me to approve and like to confirm that it.
Similar to MetaMask.
So Bird, it should be
You're
good. There it
actually
is.
executing.
Yeah, and then you can see
contract.
on the Block Explorer here that your account now owns 58 Astra, and it's worth $20. And you can go to this tab. The SPL is like the name for the token. It's like BEP or ERC on the other chains, and you can see that. You know, you can see what happened. You can see what happens. So you can come in here and you can see, you know, this transaction. You went from Sol. Wait, that might have just been approving it. It might show up in a second. Yeah. So here's that other transaction. So you can see here's this transaction where your account increased 58. That and like, if you click in, you can see what happened. Oh, he traded Sol for some Astra.
Go Astra. Let's go.
Yeah, so it went from you went from there to USDC, and you didn't even do it. It hopped on its own, and it hopped to Astra.
This is pretty. Yeah, Solana makes it pretty damn easy.
Yeah, I mean these are all the chains are the same, but yeah, the fees and making it easy on the fees is really nice.
All right, Bird. So let's move on because we don't have much time
Yeah,
here.
that's fine. So there's two. You're gonna get so jacked up for this. So I found this last night. A lot of the games have pumped really big. Like a lot of the games that like we should have been doing this in August, and like a lot of the games they already went from like a $5 million market cap to like a $100 million market cap. So and like a lot of them don't even exist yet. So it's like a game that's doesn't even. It's like a game that's
theory.
It's a game that's coming next year. It's already there's like dozens of them worth $500 million. Alex Becker, I was watching his channel and he was going through a lot of them.
Well, that's like Cake Monster. The game doesn't exist yet, but the financials are all there, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, these are even more like early.
In beta.
Yeah, these are, so where do you see this? It's called 8-Bit Doge. I bought a little bit of this last night. Just because it's just one of the ones I don't like to chase anything over, like because if we're investing for X's, like we don't want to like gains that multiply our money many times. You don't want to invest. I don't like to chase things over. Just as a rule, I don't like to chase it over 20 million fully diluted. So this one's like right on the cusp where I want to try to get some, and then if it blows up and this becomes like the next Mario, wait, I wonder if I can. Where do you see this? It's so cool. Like so you see, so it's literally Mario, but you're a little Doge character.
That's
But
so
you
ridiculous.
play the game and you can earn tokens at the end.
Very
Like you earn
interesting.
real money at the end. So imagine if like you're like one of the top people in Mario in the world. Imagine. So I'm just gonna play this. And we can maybe dive into this next week, but I just kind of wanted to tease it a little bit. Just because it just looks really tight. Like it's just and it doesn't exist yet. You can play the alpha, but look at this. Can you hear it?
Yes. Kind of.
How cool does that look?
That's pretty wild.
So like I would be terrible at this, but you would like I almost want to like bankroll you to like play this. Like you could be like one of the top players in the world at this.
I'm in. I'll start streaming it, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, here you go.
So I tried to I gotta mute this.
So play the Alpha Tesla. I'm gonna play it right now.
Oh, I muted. Okay. Yeah. All right.
And this is on B&B.
So we can. Well, I just wanted to tease it a little. We can dive into this next week.
Yeah, that's sweet.
It's on
8-bit
Pancake
Doge.
Swap.
It's on B&B, but it's just really cool. It's like it's right at the sweet spot where like you don't want to chase it too high because the game doesn't really exist yet. But I just thought this was kind of an interesting one that because last night I was just looking for one game to share. Like I'll try to highlight one game each show maybe.
I love it. I absolutely love it. Yeah, that's the move.
Yeah, so it's called 8-bit Doge, like the bits kind of play, and
That's really funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now on my screen. You can't see it.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. All right. Yeah, I love that. So that's pretty cool.
This is a good spot to end. Episode 2 in the books. We're really doing it, folks. We're getting into these games. We're never getting out of them until we're millionaires.
Well, I'll still play it because I'm obsessed with games. But, yeah. So, hey, thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate it. We all appreciate it because this is just kind of a very loose show. We're just kind of educating and learning as we go along here. Bird is obviously the informant in this group, but me and Dirk are along for the ride, and it's interesting that we're both coming at it from radically different perspectives. As you can tell how we're dressed, Dirk's got the shirt and tie on, and I got a hoodie with dog football and a backwards hat. So I think you can tell.
I've been a road warrior this week. I had to crash into the pad just in time for our scheduled episode.
Yeah, we have to work real jobs until we can quit our jobs like Bird. So.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm back. I'm back.
Well,
I guess you can call it working.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, any last words? Bird, any last words here?
No, yeah, excited for next week. Yeah, I'll try to find a couple digs, and maybe next week we can get into D3's portfolio and kind of, see how check in on how that's looking.
Sounds good, Dirk.
Excellent. No, I'm excited. I'm pumped about you getting onto this Astra pad and into the Solana marketplace, and I'm probably going to do some homework right now. And first, I got to get my Bitcoin or my Binance money out of jail. I got to get some BNB so I can get out of that little cycle.
You gave it all to Goldy last week.
Yeah, I gotta get you back.
No, it's all good. We'll get me back on the winnings.
That's right. We'll figure it out. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe. And this is going to be, I'm going to go back and retroactively put up episode 1 and 2, wherever your podcasts, wherever you play them. So they'll be there. So check it out and make sure you subscribe and set up alerts because we're going to be coming in hot on a weekly basis. Next week is Thanksgiving, but we don't care. We'll be here. All right. See you later.
All right.